The views expressed in this podcast are solely the opinions of the host and the guests. The content is intended for informational and entertainment purposes. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome back, guys. We're here sa episode 2 na to. Part 2 ng Apocalypse.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Intro muna tayo. Okay, I'm back. It's Aves.
And it's Patrick again. Hey guys, welcome back.
Again, walang kabuluhan pero entertaining sa inyo. Ang kwentuhan lang, walang personalan.
Oo, kwentuhan lang to walang personalan.
Yeah, so naalala nyo we spoke about yung Apocalypse sa episode 1. Narinig nyo ang perspectives namin. Anong takeaway mo doon?
Well, sana wag mag-apocalypse.
Wag
Because kasi for sure, lahat tayo mamamatay sa apocalypse. I think.
Yeah,
You know,
hopefully hindi. Sana walang zombie pagising.
walang zombie. But then, kung magkaka-apocalypse man, zombie pa rin ako. Gusto kong, mag-shoot ng mga zombies.
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil style. Boom!
Pero like I said, yung promise natin nandito tayo, buhay pa tayo, episode 2 na eh. And mahalaga tong episode 2 because meron tayong guest ngayon, Patrick. And kilala natin pareho.
Kilalang kilala natin. CJ.
CJ, yeah.
Welcome, CJ.
Hi!
CJ, wag ka mahiya. I mean, I think first time niya mag-podcast, pero pinili namin siya mag-guest. And here she is. Tell us something about yourself.
I'm a psych nurse too. I work with Aves and Patrick at our hospital, wherever it is.
Yeah, sikat na sikat siya dito. Ano siya, jolly person, and maganda rin yung mga conversations that we have with her. So me and Patrick decided na isama namin siya sa podcast.
Tama, CJ, welcome. So we just want to know your perspective about apocalypse. Can you share your thoughts on what apocalypse is?
Apocalypse is basically doomsday, no? So I think even though we don't anticipate it'll happen, we have to anticipate it'll happen. Especially with like the wars that's going on now with like Israel and and the other one in San Bayon,
Ukraine,
Ukraine,
Russia.
and a possible one in China, and
Philippines.
so it's becoming crazy.
Sabi kasi maganda tong guest natin, nag-i-English, dumudugo natin ilong namin ni Patrick. Pero yeah, yun, napakaganda ng definition yan ng apocalypse. Pag nangyari, CJ, ano sa tingin mo ang gagawin mo? Let's say nangyari ngayon or it happens ng biglaan. Handa ka ba? Anong gagawin mo?
No, and I don't think anyone's gonna be ready for it. Kahit ako hindi ako ready, but I think people should know at least what to do.
Well, you personally, what would you do kapag
Oh, for me,
nagka-apocalypse?
I would get ready, buy more guns, buy supplies basically for survival mode.
So how are you going to do all of this with your family, with your friends? Like are you going to be on your own, or gusto mo na you want to contact them first and tell them the plan, or
Well, now ever since the movie that came out, the Leave the World Behind on Netflix, it kind of opened up this
this door or something, or
just like this
Perception, ideas.
this perception where, oh my gosh, this can really truly happen, it for all of those people who've watched the movie, and I know you'll get me na nagka-idea yung mga tao na this can really possibly happen, supposed to save, what are you supposed to buy, what are you supposed to do to make.
Yeah, maraming yung kasi nga algorithm yan. I think once
Yeah.
you search it on TikTok or Google,
comes
magpapapa
out,
talaga yan. Yeah. And makes us worried. Pero like what you were talking about is yung movie na nagte-trending ngayon, 'di ba, sa Netflix, Leave the World Behind. I've read about it sa Wikipedia. So it's a 2020 novel by Ruman Alam. and then starring Julia Roberts and Ethan Hawke. Trending sa Netflix. It released late last year, 2023, and it got traction ngayong 2024. I mean, with everything happening, like you said, yung war between countries and possible apocalypse. Kaya siya nagte-trending then is it has six producers, and two of them are the Obama family. Si
Yes.
Michelle Obama and si Barack, di ba? You've seen the movie. Do you think it's really plausible? Mangyayari ba?
I think so. And the fact that sila ang nag-produce, you would think like,
It
oh,
makes
they're
it more
probably,
controversial.
yeah, they're probably sending out a message.
Yes, like there are other things to do, but why this movie? Like what is the message? There
Exactly.
must be something important they want us to know,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. So yeah, I think, well, like I said, I've watched this video one time na si Michelle Obama was on an interview, um and she was asked what scares you, what keeps you up at night, and her answer was it were the things that, like, she'll see her husband giving out an envelope by one of his subordinates or whatever, and he'll just from smiling become a serious. So it's like one of those hidden secrets that
Hidden agenda
that it's the things she said it's the things that he know that cannot be known
that cannot be
or something like that, if you get what I mean. Yung
to other people.
Yeah, before we dive in more, deeper into the movie, spoiler alert pala. So sa mga hindi pa nakapanood, stop listening muna. Basically, the movie is, correct me if I'm wrong, it's like a family na nag-impromptu sila na vacation. The wife decided like, we need to get away from the city, from our jobs, and she rented an Airbnb. It's a big ass mansion. Maganda siyang bahay. Before their first night begins, dumating ang may-ari ng bahay, di ba? So dumating si GH, dad and daughter. And nag-start na yung parang signs of apocalypse, kumbaga. Start ng movie, and then towards the first night, yung signs of apocalypse. Ano masasabi mo, CJ?
So it looked like it started with losing signal first with their phones. Like they could, and this place that they rented an Airbnb was in a very remote area.
Mhm.
So
The neighborhood.
the neighborhood to see if he can get some signal, but
They
it
couldn't
he
get the signal, right?
wala.
Wala
So
talaga. Kahit saan sila pumunta, walang signal, walang TV station, everything was missing. But, nung bago pa mangyari yan, they went to the beach, right? Hindi ba may
yes,
napakalaking boat na
they stumbled upon a beach
aha,
na it has like
a huge
an
red boat.
airplane that crashed on the beach, at saka yung ship that
Yeah,
just
ship.
stuck there,
Ship
and
na
dead
pumupunta dun sa
people.
may shore na is just out of control na, and then people were running everywhere because it was like, but those signs, hindi mo pa masabi na yun yung sign ng
Yeah,
apocalypse or ano or war,
right,
right? Because hindi pa sila talaga nagka-idea.
right,
Right.
of what was going on.
So after those things, what other signs did they see?
So the husband, when he drove out, he stumbled upon a lady that doesn't speak English and was like in panic mode, and he just couldn't understand her. So and then until he found this drone that was like throwing out what is that, like pamphlets or like
Yeah,
papers,
flyers, pamphlets.
flyers
Yeah.
that had an Arabic
Character.
Yes. Some
words
writings
to
on
it.
it. Yeah.
That indicates death,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, but he didn't know that at the time.
Yeah.
So he brought it back to the house, and the son happened to know what it meant. It meant America is dead.
Yes.
That he found
Yeah.
somewhere in the internet or whatever. And then what happened next?
Yeah, a lot of stuff happened. Pero, yeah, yung after nung makita yung Death to America, but nagsimula na dun yung mga omens. I mean, one of them is yung mga deer. Hindi ba mga
True.
animal yung yung parang palipat-lipat na sila.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I look into it sa internet, like, in the movie, I know they said that the deer is a good sign. Yeah, I think that's like Mesoamerican. They said that it's a good sign. Pero the movie meant that they were basing it off Greek mythology na seeing a deer is actually a bad omen coming.
Oh,
So
I did
yeah,
not know that.
yeah, and having more deer is more ano siya. So really bad omen.
Oh, and there was a lot
Yeah.
in the movie.
Yeah.
Flamingos too. Diba?
And
But in the movie, makikita mo dun, like one of the deers, I guess, was like showing the little girl where to go, and it was the
yes.
house, one of the houses in the neighborhood, na
And no one was
has
there.
a yeah, no one was there, but it happened like in towards the end. It's shown that they have a safe bunker.
They are ready for the apocalypse.
Yes,
Everything
they were
was
one of
there.
those rich people.
Yeah.
Who
Who
knew
prepared for
that this was
this?
gonna happen,
Yeah.
and oh, and about the Teslas.
Yes, the Teslas. Yeah.
The Teslas,
Crashing.
because the family of four panicked, and they were like, I'm fuck it, I'm about to go out, like I'm out of here. And they were gonna go back to the city, pero the highways were blocked
Yeah.
of all those Teslas that were hacked.
So this movie is very interesting. Yung parang, is there gonna be part two? Because I want to know what happened right after that episode.
So
Like
I saw on TikTok na there's this movie Civil War coming out this month of February, and they're thinking like, oh my gosh, this is, if you watch the trailer, this is what's gonna happen after what happened in Leave the World Behind, where people just kind of turn on each other because it's.
so. Was this movie made to to be a part, or to be a continuation of the movie Leave the World Behind? Or
I don't think it was intended to, but maybe it is. It's because
I am
people
dying
can
to see
see it.
part two of the Leave.
Yeah.
I want to know what happened.
I mean, it's not gonna be the same characters. It's Kirsten Dunst.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Her,
From Spider-Man.
not the one from
Yeah.
Twilight.
I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be boring.
Oh, that's interesting kung siya Kristen Dunst yung in the next yung ba yan? Or you're saying Civil War?
I'm talking about Civil War.
Civil War. Oh, okay, Kristen Dunst.
Kristen Dunst is gonna be
Yeah,
The main character or something like
she's a
that.
good actress.
Yeah.
And then yeah, about the movie pa, like fun facts that which I've told CJ like a couple of days ago, that the master bedroom where they're at. So meron silang background sa bed nila. It's it's the wall's picture of waves.
Mhm.
So beginning of the movie it's like calm, and then as the movie progresses, it para lalo siya go wild.
Yeah.
Patas ng patas ang
I
waves.
didn't notice that.
I know, I didn't notice
I
that
didn't
too.
notice it either.
But it's just interesting how they put those Easter eggs
Mm-hmm.
sa movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then
What do you think that meant though?
it's like apocalypse is happening.
Mm.
Worsening yung pahay ng pahay ang tide.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then I also like yung yung Friends, the series, how they incorporated it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like basically the character Rose, yung anak nila, is amidst everything na nagkakagulo. They're like, why are you focused on watching Friends?
Right.
She wants to know the ending. I guess it meant, so I searched it on the internet. It meant like amidst like everything happening, she wants to feel normalcy.
Right.
Yeah, like even though how bad it is, how just how bad it is in general, she finds ways like she's still in denial. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's a kid.
But I also saw that post na like the moral. Well, nobody kind of focused at first at the apocalypse part, but
Right.
I also saw people commenting like the moral of the story is like, if the internet is down and we lose it, we'll still go back to those,
Yeah.
back in our day, like the
Yeah.
DVDs and
Blu-ray.
Yeah.
yeah, Blu-ray,
Walang
books,
internet. Yeah. I mean, nowadays we don't.
things that we don't need the internet for.
Nowadays we don't have the internet, and naghihinalo na tayo, diba?
Exactly.
Earlier, I was telling CJ, like at my home. So before I went to work, nag turn off ang electricity.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, oh shit, what's happening?
Really in Vegas?
Yeah, yeah. Like it was just in our in our block ata, in our subdivision. So I was, parang, oh, I was thinking about it, talking about it sa kapatid ko, din nangyari na wala yung power. And then, chinek ko muna yung mga kapitbahay. So, kapitbahay ko, wala. I looked at my backyard. Pero yung kaharap ko meron. So, I was like, okay, so it's just like, sa lugar na to. And then, for some reason, my phone, wala siyang, Walang 5G, walang
Oh my
signal.
God, leave the world behind.
I know. So kinabahan ako. So, ba't ganyan? Then, of course, tinawagan namin yung NV Energy. They figured it out after like 3 hours.
Hindi ka lang pala nagbayad, no?
Ay, hindi naman. Hindi. I mean, buong subdivision ba hindi magbayad? Pwede.
Because they left the world behind. I'm just kidding.
But then I was like, yung una kong reaction is like, I tried to search the net, pero wala ngang net. I looked outside, and then walang TV, of course, walang power. And then, hinanda ko lang yung mga guns ko. Seryoso, like, lumabas ko yung 9mm. I was like, shit. But,
I have a important question for you guys. When the world is ending,
mhm.
what would you do? Like, what is the most important thing that you would do before you die?
Gather everybody I
Because
love.
no, right, but because if you look back dun sa Leave the World Behind movie, see Rose, she doesn't care about anything else but to watch the ending of Friends series, right?
Right.
Now, if it's you, CJ, what would you do? What is the last thing that you would do?
The last thing I would
Just
do?
like,
Yeah.
one thing, right? Is
Like,
that one thing? Or,
one last thing, like let's say andyan na yung mga friends mo,
Mhm.
yung parents mo, like like you've did all that you can, but you want to do something for yourself before you
Oh,
die.
I see.
What would it be?
So a selfish.
Like a selfish choice.
Yeah, selfish choice.
One last selfish
Mhm.
choice. Shit, I don't know.
Are you also going to watch Friends? Like
Because in my head, I'm trying to survive.
right.
Pero, maybe, I don't know. I've never gone that.
What would I do kapag yung selfish hirap ah.
Kasi you don't, kasi the choices are limited.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, honestly, kung nagkakagulo na, of course, you want something that, would please yourself. So, I don't either eat something really good, luto ka, or honestly, what I would do, you said nandiyan yung mga family, di ba?
Eat the
Friends.
last meat.
Last supper together.
That's
Everyone.
Yeah, that's nice.
that's exactly what my answer would
Oh,
be. Like, have a really
You
nice
guys made me feel
dinner
bad. Okay, now
with my friends
last supper
and
with
my
my
family.
friends and family.
Yeah, just cook something that you like, and just enjoy that meal, because
Yeah.
you will never know that that would be the last time you are gonna be eating your favorite meal along with your family and
Because the next thing you know, you're eating
Patay na
your
kayo.
ano.
Speaking of that, well, you know what? In the history, nangyari yung ganyan. Like, like those people na incarcerated, they have nothing to eat but their own children.
Oh my
Naging
God.
cannibal sila. So it's really scary because it can be a part of the apocalypse. Is yung
Yeah,
kapag wala ka
hunting.
na makain, you are gonna eat your own
That's
kind.
true.
So anyway, if you were to pick what kind of apocalypse you would rather be in, what would it be?
I do zombie because I know they want to kill me and eat me, right?
Yeah,
Kasi
pareho tayo.
if it's like the leave the world behind and turn into civil war and dooms, like
Right.
something like that,
Uh-huh.
you can gather all your friends all you want, but when push comes to shove, di mo alam kung yung intention nila will
Yeah.
like turn, na parang
Zombie-like? Eat
no,
you?
not
Oh,
in
is
that
that what you're
way.
saying?
Not in that way, but like let's say for example, mababa ng supply and it's 15 of you guys.
Uh-huh.
They can come up with an idea na oh, kailangan natin patayin tong mga to, wala nang kaibigan
Yeah.
dito, like
Yeah,
they can just
totoo.
turn on you. So it's easy to get rid of those ones that are actually trying to kill you than the ones that you're trying to save, but hindi pala
Yeah,
ganon.
totoo.
And I think that's mostly the definition of the Civil War. Like people just turned on each other instead of, gathering and like helping each other to like get rid of this thing
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
or fight this thing together. Nah. If it's survival mode, people panic and like
They would focus more on their basic needs and how
yes.
they're going to get their food, their supplies, and everything else. Hindi na sila, they're not going to think of the higher function. They would save themselves because they want to meet their basic needs. Food, shelter, clothing, anything that can help them survive. Hindi na sila mag-iisip na, you know what, I need to save this person. hindi mo na maiisip yun. Ang
Yeah.
maiisip mo is how to survive
Yeah.
regardless of whatever circumstances
Yeah.
there may be.
Yeah.
Na you would end up killing people
Mhm.
just to meet your needs, di ba?
Mhm. Parang yung mga sinabi lang ng mga magulang natin, like they always say, matakot ka lagi sa buhay kaysa sa
Yes.
patay, right? So it's basically the same concept with like zombies, because they're basically dead. They're
yeah.
gone. They're
I
just
mean, hopefully
soulless,
that's what we know, diba? As
Yeah.
a zombie concept na they're like that, parang bobo ba? But who knows? I mean, we
Unless
never
they're
really
like those
seen.
Korean zombies na putang ina tumatakbo pa.
I know I've seen so
Fuck that.
one thing,
Well, if you can't beat them, join.
ito, segue ng konti. May nakita ko sa TikTok the other day. Again, Korean drama siya. I don't know if you've seen this clip. So, ano siya, it's like the clip I saw was this guy. He was normal siya. He looks normal. He speaks normal thing. Everything normal. And then he wanted to come in the apartment complex. It was like, oh,
Oh
my mom.
yeah.
You seen that clip?
I did.
So anyway, so yeah, he would try to go in, but then the owner or one of the tenants tried to open yung apartment para
Yeah.
papasukin. Yung babae pinigilan siya.
Yeah.
And then come to know, yung palang nasa labas is a zombie. So it's an
Yeah.
evolved zombie ba?
Yeah, yeah. Like he was just about to turn
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something like that.
So hopefully hindi ganun kung magka-zombie apocalypse.
Wag lang yung mga tumatakbo.
I know.
Okay lang yung mga ganong katulad sa
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead, mga mabagal
Yeah,
pa.
The
Pero
Last
I
of
think
Us.
the zombie is a lesser possibility than, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But everybody thought COVID was gonna cause a zombie apocalypse, which was crazy.
Yeah. So
It
yeah.
might evolve to it. Who knows?
Yeah, who
10
knows?
years from
Who
now.
knows? Yeah.
Who knows, yeah.
I mean,
Right now we're alive, so sulitin natin. And I think that's it. Like we covered the movie. We got CJ's perspective on the apocalypse. We appreciate you, CJ, sa pag-guest mo.
Thank you
Hopefully sa
for having
future.
me.
Yeah, sa future that mag-join ka ulit.
you are always welcome to join our kwentuhan lang, walang personalan
Yes.
podcast.
Parang na-personal ako to.
Personal ka ba? Well, it revealed what you are gonna be doing. So yeah. So sorry na personal ka.
Joke,
Okay lang yan.
jokes.
CJ, before we go pala, do you want to promote something or ask people to follow you on social media because we know that you're a book nerd and bookish ka talaga.
I am. It's nothing related to the apocalypse, pero everyone out there who loves books and share the same interests as me, follow my Bookstagram account. It's registered.nerds with double S. Registered.nerds.
Nerds. NERDSS.
SS.
Okay.
Yes.
Registered
They
dot
can find me
nerds.
there. They'll find like book recommendations, book
Yeah, trust me. From
reviews,
genre, binabasa niyan.
Yes.
And yeah, also follow me, Aves, Vegas.nurse. Then on TikTok Vegas Nurse. And then Patrick, he's on his way to, he's making his way to social media.
But for now, I would be mysterious.
Okay, guys, thank you for listening. Episode 2, part 2 ng Apocalypse. And abangan yung episode 3. For sure, buhay pa tayo. Hindi pa nangyaring apocalypse, hopefully.
It'll happen in September 18th.
You heard it here first. Okay, guys, bye-bye.